I am speaking to you now because I see what you cannot see, I hear what you cannot hear, and I know what is moving toward your door before it arrives. I placed breath in your lungs this morning and I set a boundary that no darkness can cross without my permission. I am the Lord who guards you. Do not be afraid of the night or the whispers that try to grow teeth in your imagination, because my voice parts the shadows and brings them into the open. I have watched you look over your shoulder, I have watched your spirit grow alert like a deer that senses movement in the grass, and I will not leave you to guess what that feeling means. I am revealing what I see, and I am showing you how to stand when fear tries to make your knees dissolve. There is a tension on your life because my hand is upon you. There is watching because the oil on your head shines even when you cannot feel it. Darkness is attracted to light the way a moth slams itself against a lamp. It does not understand why it is drawn, only that it cannot look away. Do not take the gaze of the enemy as proof that you are weak, take it as proof that you are marked, chosen, and increasingly dangerous to every plan that hoped to keep you small. I have been enlarging the borders of your influence, and the ones who preferred you silent have noticed the sound of your steps. Someone is watching your house because they cannot enter your heart. The door they want does not belong to them, and the key they carry will not fit. Their curiosity is not simply human, it is stirred by the restlessness of spirits that do not rest when I expose their hiding places. But hear me, their eyes are limited, their reach is short, and their time is running out. If they are permitted to stand near, it is only so that I may make a public show of how I protect you. I do not tell you this to frighten you, I tell you this to awaken you. Fear shrinks the soul, but revelation enlarges it. I am not sending you into a battle unprepared, I am walking you through a hallway of mirrors where false reflections break when you walk past, and the only face that remains is the one I formed. The terrifying reason they watch is not that you are in danger, but that their plans are in danger. Your destiny has become a wrecking ball that swings without noise until it touches what must fall, and then everything pretended tough collapses like paper. I have watched the conversations that were not meant for your ears and the messages that were not meant for your eyes. I have followed the threads they thought were hidden, and I am pulling them now. You will not be ambushed, you will be introduced to truth with a timing that honors you. When you sleep, I do not. When you rest, I remain standing. I have stationed my angel by your doorway, and the ground itself knows whose name your house carries. You have felt the lust of control from those who do not love you, only the feeling of owning you. That hunger is older than they are, it is the same old counterfeit from the beginning, the serpent's promise that power can be taken without bowing. But you, beloved, you are not merchandise. Your soul is not a market. Your progress is not for sale. I am the one who frees slaves with a sentence, and I am the one who closes the Pharaoh's jaws when he tries to bite my people again. I will deal with every watcher according to their motive. Some watch because they are jealous, I will teach them that envy is a mirror that only shows their own hunger. Some watch because they are afraid of losing their grip. I will open their clenched fists and reveal that what they cling to is already ashes. Some watch because they are wounded and do not know how to approach you without suspicion. I will heal what made them stalk you from a distance. And there is one who watches because darkness promised them a shortcut. I will break the contract and scatter the signatures like confetti on a wind they cannot gather. You asked me if you should move, change cities, vanish from the eyes that sting. I tell you this, do not run from a shadow that flees my light. Do not apologize for existing where I planted you. If I say, go, I will move you like a cloud. If I say, stay, I will make your address a sermon to every spirit that said you would be uprooted. Peace is not the lack of observers, peace is my presence remaining when observers lose their interest. You have heard footsteps that belong to memories, not to threats. Trauma trains the body to read noise as danger. I am retraining you to hear with hope. I am teaching your heart to recognize that not every rustle belongs to a thief and not every glance belongs to a hunter. Wisdom discerns, fear generalizes. Lift your eyes. I am enlarging the horizon so that you stop mistaking a small circle of view for the whole map. I place a holy boundary around your mind now. I gather up every thought that stabs and I bend it into a plow. What used to puncture will now prepare soil. What used to pierce will now plant seed. I am turning anxious energy into prayer that does not burn you out, and I am turning hypervigilance into vigilance anchored in me. You were not designed to live with your shoulders always braced. I made you to breathe like oceans breathe, in and out, under my command. Archangel Michael stands guard at your threshold like a pillar of fire. He does not blink when lesser flames try to look bright. He knows the scent of the accuser's breath and he knows the weight of my name. He will not negotiate with the fear sent against you, and he will not permit trespassing in the night. I have assigned other angels to the corners of your street, and I have written my promise in the air above your roof. Those who come to stare will meet a presence they cannot compute. I am dealing with the root. The watchers are branches sprouting from a trunk called lies about who you are. I am laying an axe to the root, and I am naming you as I planted you to be. You are not prey, you are a signpost to deliverance. You are not a target, you are a testimony in motion. You are not small, you are a lamp on a hill, and the hill exists because I built it under your feet. The terrifying reason they watch is that the story you carry threatens the story they sold themselves. You are evidence that compromise is not the only road to progress. I am also exposing the practical snare. There have been conversations about your schedule, your comings and goings, your routines that seemed harmless because they were casual. I am changing the rhythm so that you are not predictable to those who do not love you. I will teach you new timing without making your life a prison. I will unify wisdom with freedom, boundaries with joy. You will move with intention, and those who map you will find their charts out of date before they finish drawing them. The next few days will be a sequence of reveals. Pay attention to small corrections I whisper, a sudden urge to delay, a nudge to take another route, an inner stillness that asks you to wait. This is not panic, this is precision. I am tuning your spirit to my cadence so that your steps land where favor already went before you. The trap they set assumed you would arrive on the old timetable. I have rewritten the clock. Let them wait for a version of you that no longer exists. I know your heart has grown weary from feeling misunderstood. I know the ache of trying to explain that what you sense is real even when others think you are exaggerating. Let me be your witness. I saw the moment when a word was thrown like a stone at your reputation. I saw the whispers that tried to reframe your kindness as cunning. I saw who stood silent when they could have stood up. I saw who smiled at you with a mouth that tasted of slander. I will not let your name be a chew toy for bored tongues. I will wash your name in the river of truth and set it to dry in the sun of favor until the smell of gossip lifts and blows away. Do not curse your watchers. Do not feed them either. Fix your gaze. Keep your oil. Guard your joy. I will spread a table in the presence of whoever refuses to sit as a friend. If they insist on standing outside the window, they will have to watch you be fed by the very hand they tried to swat away. If they try to join the meal without repentance, they will feel the weight of my gaze and choose distance rather than humility. I do not humiliate, I do, however, end charades. When your stomach knots, speak my name the way a lighthouse speaks its beam into fog. Say my name without bargaining and without trying to sound strong. Weakness that calls me is strength in a language hell does not understand. You are not failing when you need me, you are faithful when you reach for me. The heavy blanket that fear throws will slide off your shoulders like a robe that does not fit. The cold that creeps up your spine will run when it finds there is fire in your bones. I am opening a new window of clarity for you. Dreams will not be noisy dramas, they will be crisp instructions framed with peace. Warnings will come wrapped in wisdom, not in panic. Confirmation will arrive in pairs and threes, scripture that glows, a phrase a child says without knowing why, a line in a song that seems to stare back at you. I speak in many colors, but my signature is always peace, even when I move you quickly. There is a letter with your name in heaven's registry that reads, "Released from surveillance." This does not mean you will never be noticed. It means that the kind of attention that drained you will lose legal right to you. The ones who insisted on you as a project will discover that you are not their assignment, you are mine. The eyes that tried to memorize your weaknesses will find themselves remembering their own mirrors, and some will finally see themselves and repent. Do not gloat when they do. Bless the returning. Close the door to the manipulative. Let me handle the stubborn. I am reclaiming your threshold as a place of praise. You will stand at your own door and feel the warmth that homes were designed to hold. You will walk past your windows without scanning. You will hear night sounds and know they are night sounds. I am resting the alarm in your nervous system and teaching it to ring only at truth. There will still be days of alertness, but they will be clean, the way a guard stands with steady eyes, not the way a prisoner flinches. I will also honor your practical steps. Lock what must be locked without living locked. Choose companions wisely without building walls so high that love cannot climb them. Learn the faces of those who pray for you. I will send you allies who dislike attention but carry authority, and you will feel your shoulders drop when they enter a room. Not every watchful eye is hostile, some are sentinels I placed, and their vigilance is a gift. Ask me to distinguish, I will. Your provision is protected. Your sleep is protected. Your path is protected. Your name is protected. The promises I made to you are not fragile glass that a stair can crack. They are stone foundations that eyes cannot move and hands cannot lift. Do not measure my faithfulness by the volume of the crowd's opinion, measure it by the weight of my word. I have never been overruled in the court of destiny, and your file is sealed with my blood. There is a blessing reserved for people who decide that the gaze of the world will not make them break covenant. That blessing is landing. It looks like opportunities that arrive without you hustling for them, like timing that slides open as if walls learned how to become doors. It looks like favor you cannot explain to those who think everything must be schemed. It looks like laughter returning to your mouth without apology. It looks like plans that were delayed standing up and moving forward as if they were only tying their shoes the whole time. You worried that this watching would make you hard. I will keep your heart soft without making it foolish. Soft means responsive. Foolish means easily shaped by lies. I will teach you how to say no with a voice that vibrates with heaven, and how to say yes without fearing that yes will be weaponized against you. I will give you phrases that end manipulation like a gentle hand switches off a light. I will give you silences that say more than speeches. I will give you smiles that end arguments because they are rooted in a peace that cannot be negotiated away. There is one more thing I am doing because you belong to me. I am rewriting your memory of yourself. You have been the watched one in so many rooms that you forgot you are the one who sees. You carry sight. You are not a specimen. You are a seer in training. You will look at patterns and recognize them before they weave snares. You will notice shifts in atmosphere the way sailors feel wind change. You will prophesy to your own day and watch your day obey. You will be the watcher whose eyes shine with love rather than control. Now, hear me about that terrifying reason. It is terrifying to the darkness because exposure has begun. Everything that crawled in secret is being summoned into daylight where it has no camouflage. What once looked like a monster under the bed becomes dust when lifted. The enemy is terrified because you are learning to live unfrightened by noises and uninterested in performances. You are learning to ask me, and I am answering you quickly. That partnership ends 1,000 schemes before they start. I will reveal a name. I will reveal a habit. I will reveal a place where information has been leaking. I will reveal a thought pattern that kept you easily spooked. But I will reveal them to you like a surgeon reveals a tumor the moment before it is removed. I don't narrate darkness to you so you can admire it, I show it so you can see it go. You will feel lighter not because threats vanished but because their permission was revoked. I revoke it now. Breathe. The air is safe. The room is mine. Your future is not something others can patrol. I am leading you by the hand down a hallway lined with photographs of moments you survived. Each picture is a trophy, and the wall is longer than you remembered. You did not crumble when they predicted you would. You did not disappear when they planned for you to. You did not lose your song, you only lowered the volume. I am turning the dial. The melody is returning, and it scares what cannot sing. Step outside with me in your spirit and look at your house the way I see it. There is a glow around it that looks like dawn refusing to let night pretend it still rules. There is a banner above it that reads loved. There are footprints of angels across the threshold like frost that does not melt. There is a window in the front that reflects heaven more clearly than the sky, because your praise polished it. There is a tree near the side that will soon bloom out of season, a sign that your timing is not controlled by the watchers, but by the one who planted you. This is the hour of reversal. The one who watched to find a weakness will witness a strength they did not predict. The one who watched to mock will watch to learn. The one who watched to count your resources will miscount because they did not include me. The one who watched to imitate will fail because they cannot copy breath. I am breathing into your plans again. I am breathing into your conversations. I am breathing into your rest, and your sleep will become a sanctuary where strategies are born that you wake up remembering like lyrics. I bless your doors. I bless your keys. I bless your shoes. I bless your conversations at the gate. I bless your mailbox and your inbox and every channel that tries to carry words to your heart. I bless your mornings so they start before the watchers wake, and I bless your evenings so they close like a soft book that only I can reopen. I bless your neighbors who will become unexpected guardians, and I bless the tired places in you that thought vigilance had to last forever. It does not. I am your vigil. When a message arrives that tries to raise the old panic, bring it to me unopened. When a face appears unexpectedly and your stomach flips, breathe and say my name, and feel the ground under your feet answer that you are standing where I told you to stand. When you think of disguising yourself to be less noticeable, remember that hiding your light never kept moths away, it only starved butterflies. Shine. Let me handle what buzzes. From this moment, the watchers will not define your day. My word will. My word over you is protection that does not depend on your perfect choices, favor that finds you without a spotlight, strength that grows quietly while the world expects drama. You will not be the entertainment of your enemies, you will be the education of those who wondered if I still keep people. I keep you. I am keeping you now. I appoint peace to sit on your couch and not get up when news knocks. I appoint joy to laugh in your kitchen without asking permission. I appoint courage to stand in your hallway like a tall friend. I appoint wisdom to handle your calendar like a gentle guard. I appoint love to answer your door first. Whoever cannot look love in the eyes will not cross your threshold. This is my promise: no weapon formed against you will prosper, and no gaze formed against you will penetrate the armor I clothe you with. The watchers will scatter. The accusers will tire. The manipulators will meet their own mirrors. The sincere will come near and be healed by the warmth you carry. You will know the difference without frantic analysis. You will feel it like a musician feels when a note is in tune. Lift your head. I am here. I am not describing a future that might be, I am announcing a present that has already arrived. You are safe in me, not because the world is gentle, but because I am God. I do not sleep. I do not step away. I do not miss a whisper. I do not forget a prayer. I do not overlook a tear. I do not ignore a threat. I do not negotiate your worth. I am the one who sees, and the one who sees you is the one who is seen above every watcher. Walk through your day with your shoulders unhooked from yesterday's alarm. Eat with gratitude. Work with focus. Rest with trust. Laugh because laughter is warfare too. Bless because blessing is a fence that grows faster than any plan to breach it. Speak life over your rooms and leave your windows open to the music of ordinary mercy. You are not being hunted, you are being held. The terrifying reason they watch is that my victory is near, and your life is about to make it obvious. It is the terror of every lie to see truth stand up in someone and refuse to sit back down. It is the terror of every scheme to realize it was only scaffolding for a stage where I would display my keeping power. Let them see. Let them learn. Let them grow tired and go home. As for you, beloved, sleep tonight under the canopy I pitch with my own hands, and wake with the sunrise that I command to touch your face. I am with you now. I am with you always. And every eye that meant you harm will see that my hand upon you is not a rumor, it is reality. Be still. Be bright. Be mine. I see you standing at the threshold of your doorway, heart steady but alert, and I am the one who fashioned that heart. Listen to me. Do not run. Do not tremble. Do not surrender your peace to the shadows. I am speaking with a voice that knows your name in every room you have ever walked through, and I am telling you, someone has turned their eyes toward your house, but they have not entered it, because I have set a line they cannot cross. You have felt the pull of fear like a cold wind slipping beneath the doorframe, but fear is not your portion. My presence is your portion. My word is your fortress. My light is searching the corners that worry you, and my hand is over the latch. Nothing that approaches you is unseen by me. Nothing that approaches you is unlimited. The watcher is not greater than the one who watches over you. You have sensed the heaviness, the odd timing of knocks, the way certain footsteps seem to pass and pause, the way a message from a stranger made your breath shorten for a moment. You wondered if you were imagining it, if your intuition was exaggerating stories, but I am not asking you to doubt your discernment, I am asking you to place it in my hands. I gave you the faculty to sense, and I give you the wisdom to respond, not with panic, but with order. Close what should be closed. Strengthen what should be strengthened. Speak what should be spoken and silence what should be silenced. I am here with you now, not as a distant echo but as a present fire, not as a future promise but as a current covering. The reason the watcher lingers is because darkness smells for unguarded doors, but your door is not unguarded, your threshold is an altar, and I have marked it with my name. I know the thought that tried to grip you in the night. What if something is about to collapse? What if I missed a sign? What if I am alone? Hear me, alone is a lie. Abandoned is a lie. Unprotected is a lie. You are not a house of glass. You are a house of stone set upon a rock that storms can bruise but never break. The waves can slap the shore and throw their froth against your windows, but they cannot write your story. Your story is written by my hand, in lines that the wind cannot smudge. I did not bring you this far to leave you within reach of a hand that means you harm. Even as I speak, I have sent an unseen sentinel to the corners of your dwelling, and he is stationed with a sword that does not dull. Archangel Michael knows this watch, and he stands where you cannot stand, to guard what you cannot guard by strength alone.